What's up, YouTube, man? Welcome back to another video. If you're new to the channel, my name is JR, and I did 10 years in the Georgia Department of Correction, man. I share prison stories. I let y'all know what was going on while I was behind the walls. Now, this story today, man, this is a county jail story, and this was one of them situations, boy, where folks be barking up the wrong tree, man. You know what I'm saying? Definitely underestimate a person, man. Don't never judge or underestimate a person. So that's one of the lessons I learned in this story, to be honest with you, man. So let's get into the story. Come on, let me take y'all to the dorm, man. So y'all know I'm in Clayton County Jail. I'm up there in Housing Unit 2, man. It was pretty much biting up there. When I say biting, it was biting, man. There was a lot of fighting in the dorm. Dudes was putting dudes' name and bag, picking them out, who they want to fight. These dudes was wild. It was a set of crew from Point Side Parkway. They call themselves the PSP boys, man. And you had this one dude in there, Neil. Little rascal, bad as ever, man. So anyways, bro, I was pretty much in my room by myself. My roommate had just went down the road, and the crazy thing about it was, my roommate, before I actually got in the room with him, before I got out the hole and got in the room with him, he hadn't been robbed by these same folks, bro. So when I went in there and went in the room, one of the first thing he said, man, you be going to store call? I said, yeah, man, I be going to store call. He's like, bro, you might not want to go to store call, bro, because these dudes in here, they be robbing and taking stuff. I said, what? I said, man, bro, I don't know who you is, what you is, but I was like, bro, I ain't going for none of that. And that's when he went to telling me, he's like, man, he went to the store for the first time. When he got in here, he said about 5 of them dudes rushing his room, bro, and they ain't even asked for nothing. Just straight went to beating down him. He's like, boom, boom. He's like, bro, they just wanted to beat me, bro. I'm asking what I did. He said that's the only thing he kept asking, and nobody couldn't tell him what he did. They just beating him, stomping him and everything, bro. Took all his food. So he's like, bro, if y'all wanted the food, y'all could have just said y'all wanted it. Y'all ain't had to beat me up like that. So I was like, damn. So I was like, that's how they rocking in here. But mind you, 2 of these guys, I knew 2 guys in the dorm, bro. They done been in the other dorm with me. That's how it is. And you know, chain gang or jail, bro, you gonna go all around that system. So a guy might know you from this dorm, you might know a guy from that dorm. He might know your reputation. He know you ain't no slouch, and he know you ain't no pushover. So I'm like, okay. Anyways, bro, so I was seeing how the dorm was running, and you had a special group of guys, but like I said, PSP, man, they're from the Point Side Parkway on the south side. I think somewhere down by Mount Zion or something like that, bro. But anyways, bro, these guys was on the rampage in the dorm, bro. The first store call I made in that dorm, bro, once I went to store call, listen, you could see these guys in the window. Yeah, they watching. They still watching, bro. They got the bag, they got the eyes on the bag like this. I'm holding that bag, I'm going in the room and stuff, so I'm put my stuff down. I see all of them looking in the window. So when they pop the doors now for lunch, that's when everybody usually get the trade in and doing this. Anybody who ain't owe anybody be like, man, here you go. Boom, they got them 2 soups. You hear guys hollering out, hey man, if you owe me, act like you know me, man. All that stuff going on. So what I did was, and this is where most robbery always take place, bro, right at that lunchtime, right after store call. Yeah, they coming to get it. So what I did, I put my stuff in my room, on my bed, bro, on the top bunk. My bunkmate at that time, he didn't even go to the store because he was scared, bro. Put my stuff on my top bunk, pull up, posted up at the door, bro. You know what I'm saying? The whole time, bro, after I ate, I'm posted up just like this at the doorway. That's just to let guys know, bro, I ain't with the games. Nah, I deal with the foolishness. No foolishness, bro. So everybody, ain't nobody tried me or nothing like that. But like I said, bro, I knew 2 of the guys that was on the BS. And they know, yeah, they know I scrap. They know I'm going to fight by mine. They already know that. So I'm sure they told the other guys, like, yeah, bro, that Jamaica, bro. You know what I'm saying? Bro, good. Even though ain't nobody got to tell nobody I'm good. I'm good wherever I go regardless, bro. Because I carry myself with respect. And if you disrespect me, bro, I'm going to demand my respect from you. That's just how I was, bro, in the county jail and in prison, bro. So anyways, bro, after all this that night, my bunkmate was like, damn, bro, I thought they was finna try you, man. I swear those guys was finna try you. These guys was finna try you. I was like, man, heck no. I said, bro, that's when I started telling him. I was like, bro, listen, bro, you just gotta fight. Sometimes you gotta fight, bro. He's like, man, I'm new to this jail stuff. And that's when he started talking about prison. And he kind of got me feeling the way about prison. He was like, man, I heard prison is rough, man. I heard prison is rough. And like I said, he ended up going down the road, bro. He was scared to death about going to prison, bro. I always think about him and think about what happened to him, bro, because of how scared he was and how traumatized he was about those 5 guys jumping on him, stomping him out, bro, just for some gas station food. He couldn't, bro. The man was he couldn't see it. He was like, bro, they could have just asked for the food. I would have gave it to him, bro. So anyways, he left, bro. I'm pretty much in the room by myself. About a week, I'm riding out, bro. And like I tell you, bro, every day it's constant hitting in here, bro. You might just be in the room. You might hear guys in their room, and these guys, they like to fight. They like to play. They like to horseplay, bro. So sometimes you hear boom, 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 tearing the rooms up, bro. Next thing you know, these guys just in there sharing body blows. Because these kids are young, bro. They're young. They're full of energy. We locked up in this dorm all day. We locked in the room 18 hours a day. It's no way for them to exert their energy. So that's their way. A lot of them are actually coming out of the juvenile system, bro. And that's all they be doing, fighting, testing each other, all that type of stuff, bro. So I'm like, okay, this is what's going on. And I seen them that was playing this little game, bro, where they put dude's name in the bag. I remember one time a dude asked me, he like, hey, Jamaica, one of the guys I knew, you know what I'm saying? Boy, Al Ski, he asked me, he was like, hey, Jamaica, you want to goddamn, you gonna get in? I'm like, nah, bro, I ain't with all that. I ain't with all that foolery. Guys be putting their names on paper and bag, bro. You pick, whoever pick, they go fight. Man, I'm not with that foolery, bro. I'm not finna fight nobody that I ain't had no problem with. Nobody that ain't disrespecting me. I'm not with none of that. And they respected that. So anyways, bro, boom, I get a new roommate, bro. New intake. He coming from fresh down there from the orientation dorm, straight in the room, bro. So as soon as I seen it was 3 guys who came in, because there was 3 open rooms, bro. And everybody was like, some dudes in there was like, hey, Jamaica, you finna get a bunkmate, man. You been riding out too long. And you know, man, ain't nothing like a room to yourself, bro, when you locked up, bro. You ain't like worried about no bunkmate, no none of that. You good. So anyways, bro, it was this one funny looking dude, bro. Real funny looking. I ain't gonna lie. Real flamboyant. From the way how he walked, bro, everything. And I was like, man, they put this dude in my room, bro. I was like, bro, ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way, bro. They always set me up for the okie doke, bro. So anyways, after the little free time, we went to lock down. I went to talk to him. I was like, what's up, man? He was like, man, what's up? He's like, man, what they call you? I'm like, bro, they call me Jamaica, Rude Boy, Dread, whatever. So he's like, oh, man, you a Rasta. Whoop, whoop, whoop. He went to laugh and doing all this. And the way he was moving, he was just like, his hands and all that was moving real funny, bro. Like a real funny boy. So I went to talking to him. I asked him what he locked up or whatever. He's like, man, I'm a pimp. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you a pimp? I was like, man, come on, man. Listen, man. One thing I know, bro, this is jail, bro. Be all you could be, bro. It's just like the army, bro. It's always real, live characters in these places, bro. So I'm like, man, here we go again, man. Somebody else, he talking about he a pimp. But then he started talking and he was like, yeah, bro, I'm from Toledo, Ohio. This all I've been doing. My daddy was a pimp. Whoop, whoop, whoop. He started moving all type of ways. I'm like, bro, this man is a joke or something, bro. Then he was telling me he locked up for pimping. You know what I'm saying? He's this exact words he said. He said, bro, I had some hoes on the stroll. You know what I'm saying? Police picked me up. I was like, man, come on, man. Ain't no way, bro. But he was dead serious. The man was dead serious because at one point, bro, I was laughing. And he was like, bro, you think I'm a joke or something? Whoop, whoop, whoop. So anyways, bro, I guess the nigga had some paperwork with his charges or whatever like that. He showed it to me, which I didn't really care, bro. Because anyways, I still think you're a character, bro. You're in full character mode. So anyways, bro, next free time we come around, and the way he be walking, as soon as he got out, bro, he went on the phone. He on the phone standing up like this. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's his little pimp stance. And he was like, bro, the man shouting all over the dorm, be where my money at? Come and bomb me out. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So I'm like, I'm starting to think, bro, like, it's this dude a pimp, and everybody in the dorm, they start watching him. You know what I'm saying? They start watching him. One of the dudes, same dude, Al. Al was like, yo, hey, rude boy, what's up with your roommate, man? Why he acting so goddamn funny, man, flamboyant and all that? I said, bro, I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? They were like, man, rude boy, he's suspect, man. He's suspect. I said, bro, I don't know. The man said he's a pimp. He's like, he a pimp. So anyways, bro, them niggas went to laughing or whatever. So my roommate, bro, after he get up, bro, the man would ride the phone. He would ride the phone for the whole time, bro. So when he had came back in the room, I was like, bro, you know, some of the guys in the dorm, they think you swerve the other way. He's like, man, hell nah, man. He's like, man, I'm a pimp. I'm a player, bro. I got plenty of females. That's how he wasn't using the H word, though, but, you know, I'm saying female. I got plenty of females all over the place, man. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And he went to spitting this on pimp lingo. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know nothing about it, bro. The shit was just funny to me. I ain't gonna lie, bro. The whole time he talking to me, bro, I am laughing, bro, because this man is in full character mode, bro. I was like, bro, he's no way possible he could be real, bro. No way possible he'd be real about that. So anyways, bro, he asked me about the dorm, he was telling me, bro, he was like, bro, yeah, I seen some of them guys mugging me. I seen them mugging me, man, but I'm not worried about it, man. He said, bro, I done been to a lot of jails, bro, from Ohio, Kentucky. He just went and naming out states. He said, bro, I've been locked up for pimping, bro. I went to ask him how old he is. At that time, he said he was like 31, bro. So I was like, damn. This man, he's been locked up in all these states and you still doing the same thing. It's not working out for you, man. Every day you out here, you arguing with females on the phone and all that type of stuff about money. So anyways, bro, he's like, yeah, bro, I see these dudes mugging me, all that type. And he's like, man, I ain't nothing to play with, man. I done banged with some of the roughest of the rough. So I'm looking at him. I'm like, you know, he got a little jumpsuit on, baggy or whatever. So I'm looking at this dude like, man, he ain't really talking about nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I remember one day we were in the room, and you know, sometimes you have the jumpsuit on, bro. They, you know, we in jumpsuits and stuff. So you know, sometimes he just came in, he ain't had no t-shirt or nothing. So whenever it get hot, sometimes guys, are you in the room, you would take the jumpsuit and you roll it up. You know what I'm saying? You really like turning into a pants, really. I ain't gonna lie, bro. One time the nigga roll his shit down. I was like, what the hell? Man, this nigga cut up. I'm talking about built like this. No homo. But I'm like, bro, what you do? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you actually do, bro? You be working out, because at this time in the county jail, bro, I was actually on my workout journey, my workout stuff. You know, I'm getting ready. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm finna go down that road. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get my time as yet, though, but I knew I was finna go down that road. I'm doing hella push-up, flipping cards, back arms, all type of stuff. And this dude is like cut up, man, like somebody chiseled him out of a rock. So I'm like, what you do? He's like, bro, I be boxing or whatever. So then again, I'm like, okay, here this dude go, man. He a whole character again. Now he a boxer. First he was a pimp. Now you a boxer. Like, bro, it don't really add up. So I'm like, okay. So like I said, bro, remember I told y'all, these guys in the dorm, they be on the foolery, bro. You know what I'm saying? So while me and him was in the room one day, we heard two roommates up there. They hitting. They going at it. They hitting for real, but they ain't got no problem. This is how these young dudes play, bro. Like I said, they're locked up, full of energies. No way for them to exert their energy. We don't get no yard call. We might get to go to a little basketball court once every 2 weeks or something, bro. The goal probably like 15 feet high. You hardly could shoot a basketball up there, bro. You know what I'm saying? So everybody in here built up energy. Some people work out, some people walk around and do laps. But these guys, they choose to hit. They choose to go in the room and they choose to throw them punches, bro. Let their hands go and stuff. So he wouldn't ask me. He was like, yeah. He's like, bro, they be hitting like that in here? I was like, yeah, bro, they be hitting, bro. These folks be on the BS. So he's like, man, I'm not worried about that, man. You know what I'm saying? As long as they hit, you know, that's good. But you know, all that jumping stuff, I don't be with that stuff. He went doing that little finger thing again. You know how them pimps be doing, bro. Never really understood that, bro. But like I said, I'm looking at this dude as a real character. I'm really laughing in my mind every time he talk, bro, because he's always in character mode. So anyways, bro, we out there in the dorm one day for a little free time and stuff. Oh, no, it wasn't free time, bro. It was actually a breakfast call, as a matter of fact. And one of these little young cats in the dorm, guess what he do? He make an announcement, man. Hey, man, we finna hit in here, man. Fight club, real hitting stuff. You know what I'm saying? Write your name down, put it in the bag. Let's get it in, man. Everybody interested, man. Some of y'all, we just gonna take y'all name and write it down. Whoop, whoop, whoop. If they feel like you was between a certain age, they gonna put your name in there. Man, I told them off top. I said, bro, I ain't with that. Like one of the guys that done asked me already, because they been doing it. I was like, bro, I'm not with that foolery, bro. I'm not with that mess. I'm not doing that. I'm not volunteering to go hit with nobody I ain't got no problem with. So my bunkmate, he was like, they had pulled up on him at breakfast that morning. He was like, man, I'm not. He's like, I don't do that, homie. I ain't with all that. You know what I'm saying? So I guess they felt kind of offended, bro, by that. So we go back in the room, my bunkmate, he's like, man, what's up with these guys, man? They talking about put a name in the bag, shake it up and hit. He's like, man, I'm not with that goofy stuff, man. That's goofy. He's like, if we got a problem now, then we could hit. So anyways, bro, we go back out there at lunch. When we go back out there at lunch, mind you, some of these guys are on the bottom tier where I'm at, and some of these guys are actually up there at the top tier. So the only time, some of the time we meet up together is at lunch or at breakfast. Or sometime the officers, they'll pop 2 doors to give us them sack lunches in the evening. In the county jail, we get 2 hots and 1 packed lunch. Feel me? So some officers, they'll open all the doors, or some officers, they'll go door to door. But the officer that working this day, he actually opened all the doors, bro. So at the sack lunch time, they was telling people like, hey man, if you were between these age, we gonna write your name down, put it in the bag, whoop whoop whoop. I went there asking my bunkmate, they were asking his name. He's like, man, my name Ohio, man. He's like, I'm from Toledo, Ohio. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I used to call him Ohio, bro. Sometimes I call him Toledo or whatever. Depends on how I feel. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, he's a real character, bro. Real funny dude, man. Not funny like he acted funny like that, but comedic funny too. So anyways, bro, them guys was like, man, we don't care if you want to join, if you in this group, whoop, whoop, whoop. So I sensed it, bro, that they was trying to shoot at him. You know what I'm saying? They would try to shoot at him because it was like he act like a funny dude or whatever. And unbeknownst to me, one of the dudes came to me and he was telling me, he's like, man, say, rude boy, we finna try your bunkmate up. So I'm like, hey, y'all finna try him. I was like, bro, he cool, you know what I'm saying? He was like, man, that nigga act like he funny. He act like a homo or whatever. So I'm like, shit, all right. They was like, bro, we finna write some papers. Oh, his name gonna be in the bag and it's gonna be the little dude right there. You know what I'm saying? Little Trigger name gonna be in the bag too. Cause Trigger like he wanna hit with him. Bro, this little dude, Trigger, I ain't gonna lie, he got some little size on him or whatever, bro. Young dude, he's always fighting, always trying to spar with somebody, be doing this little thing here. That thing they be doing with their hands, they be blocking like this and doing all that. That's how he be fighting, squatting down and all of this type of stuff, sighting stuff back. I just be like, man. So anyways, bro, boom. We come out later on that night. Mind you, I told you some of them were upstairs and some of them downstairs. So the one downstairs, they decided, because Trigger was downstairs. So they decided that they gonna do it at this time. So anyways, bro, these guys get all the papers, they write it. Somebody had one of them little bags or whatever, bro. They put the paper in it like that, shaking it up. By this time, my bunkmate is on the phone. He like this, like he's a pimp. Yeah. I'm like, man, look at this dude, bro. Sometimes I just be in the dorm watching him, man. I'll be like, man, this is a real live character, bro. So anyways, bro, the dudes were making an announcement. We finna shake that bag, man. Make sure y'all ready to hit. We finna shake that bag. Make sure y'all ready to hit. So I'm like, this finna be real interesting, bro. I wanted to say something to my bunkmate, but I was like, bro, you know what? He say he a boxer, so I guess he probably could deal with it, bro. Like I said, I never seen this man throw a punch, bro. I just seen that he was built like he did. He played some type of sport. But he told me he used to box. Did I believe him? No. I definitely not believe in him. A pimp and a boxer? Definitely not, bro. I didn't believe him one bit. So these guys went to shaking the bag. Whoop, 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 whoop. Guess what they pulled out? Boom. Trigger. You know what I'm saying? Boom, we finna shake that bag again, man. Little Trigger, if you finna hit with somebody, man. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Mind you, it's only Trigger's name and Ohio name in this bag, bro. So I'm like, boom, they dip in there again. Whoop, whoop, whoop. But now, at this time, you had other guys like, man, pick me, man. I want to hit with Trigger. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So they like, it's a whole setup, bro. All of them are with the game. All of them are with the foolery that's going on, bro. So they putting on a whole show. Boom, they dip in the bag. Boom. Ohio. So when they said Ohio, my father, he on the phone, he's like, I ain't with that. They was like, man, nigga, you finna hit. You know what I'm saying? You finna hit, or we finna jump you and put you on this dope. So he's like, I'll never forget, bro. The man was on the phone. The man was like, man, let me holler. Let me holler at you, baby. Hand the phone up. He's like, man, what's up? What y'all got going on? I ain't gonna lie. The man pulled right up to the table, bro. Pulled right up to the table where they was. I'm sitting on the other table. You know me. I'm always running the front, holding the front seat, looking at the foolery that's going on. Boom. So he's like, man, I told y'all I ain't playing no games, man. They was like, man, look, man, what you gonna do, man? You gonna hit or you gonna go on that door? So he was like, man, I'm not going on no door, homie. I'm not going on the door, but I'll definitely hit, though. I ain't gonna turn down an invitation to hit. I'll definitely hit. What we gonna do with that? What's the location? So one of these dudes that done jammed their door up, bro, that he could actually go in and hit. Listen, man, the man go in. He's like, man, I'll go in the room first. Boom. As soon as he go in the room, bro, boom. I ain't gonna lie. He told me, he's like, hey, bunkmate, make sure everything good. I'm like, bro, it's a 1, right? They were like, yeah, it's a 1. So I'm like, all right, bet. Mind you, this little dude, Trigger, he's amped up. You know what I'm saying? His head is swollen because he think he could really fight. Mind you, he been punching out a couple dudes, punching out his homeboys and stuff like that. He got a lot of energy just to push out. So he was the one that stood up to the front like, yeah, I'm going to beat this dude. He already had it in his mind that he just finna mop this man, bro, because this man walk like a female or doing all this little flamboyant, extra flamboyant stuff, bro. So he already had it as registered in his mind that he going to beat this man, bro. Man, my bunkmate went in there, bro. He went rolling up his jumpsuit. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Kicked the shower shoes off. Then the dude Trigger, one of the other dudes was standing at the door. I'm at the door too. I'm trying to see what's going on, bro. The man that told me he's a boxer. I'm trying to see if he for real, bro. I'm trying to see how he get busy, how he throw them things, how he throw them hands. So anyways, bro, man, Trigger, he rolled his shit up. He going in there. You got guys looking out for the police. They're like, hold on, man, hold on. Y'all don't form no crowd in front of the door. Man, I'm trying to see what's going on. And then one other dude like, man, we finna be at the door, man. Everything good. Man, he was looking at one side of the window. I'm looking at the other side of the window. The window was only so big, just like that. I got one eye like this, and he got one eye like that, bro. Just like that. So they were like, man, tell them folk go ahead, man. Tell them folk go ahead. When I looked in that room, bro, and Buddy was looking in that room, all I see was my bunkmate, bro. The way how the man squared up, and just like this, bro, chin tuck and everything behind the shoulder. Just like this, bro. Little Trigger with that, you know what I'm saying? He with that little thing they be doing just like that, bro. That little thing, he went to doing that. Man, listen here, man. He went to stepping up to my bunkmate with that little thing like this. Bro, my bunkmate, that dude Ohio, bro, this is one of the masterclass of fighting I seen in the chain gang, bro, or in the county jail as a real fighter, bro. Mind you, I ain't never seen no real fighters before, bro. All I seen was street fighting and dudes that learn how to fight in juvenile or the county jail, and they come up with these crazy names for these crazy style that they be doing, bro. All this old crazy stuff, all this old crazy stuff, bro. He went to doing that. Bro, listen, man. My bunkmate went there. Boom, boom, boom. The man rolled up on one of his punches, bro, and came back. Boom, switch levels on him. Came, boom. I'm like, ooh. I'm at the door like this, bro. His own homeboy at the door was like, man, what? Listen, bro, my bunkmate back up again. He's like, what's up? Come on, homie, let's go. Man, listen, man. Little Trigger turned around and looked at the window. All he seen was me and his homeboy looking like this. You could see nothing but fear in his eyes, but guess what? He didn't want to look like a P word, bro. He didn't want to look like a P word. So guess what? I guess he just pulled his pants back up, bro, and went to go back in there again, bro. When he went to go back in there again, bro, all I seen was my bunkmate, bro. He shoot a jab like this. Boom. But when he shoot that jab, he went low with that right hand. Boom. Straight to the stomach, bro. Took all the gas out the tank. Had that man in the room gasping for air. He want to catch that breath, but he can't catch it, bro. Lungs are on fire, bro. He done took all the air out the tank. Everything, bro. Then the man just went to work, bro. Real masterclass. Boom, 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 boom. Making everything look real good and real sharp. So they was like, his homeboy opened the door. He's like, all right, man, that's it. It's over with. Listen, man, my bunkmate came out. The man came out. He just went straight to walking like how he used to be walking. Like the little pimp he said he was, bro. Just like the pimp he said he was, hands caught off to the side and everything. So I'm like, man, this dude here is off the chain. But I'm still in a maze. Everybody in the dorm, bro, even some of the W people in the dorm, they was real happy that this little Trigger got beat up, bro. Because these guys was real terrorists in the dorm, bro. So people was happy about this. Everybody like, man, what happened? Little Trigger coming out the room looking sad. Yeah, cartoon knots. Yeah, big old cartoon knots. Like them like in Tom and Jerry back in the days, bro. The cartoon, the boop, pop up like that. Just like that, bro. And I'm like, damn. This dude done really got busy. So you had guys in the dorm, they laughing. They couldn't wait to see some of these guys get beat up, bro. Like I said, they barked up the wrong tree, bro. You know what I'm saying? Some of these guys, they looking like, bro, I'm glad it wasn't me that went in there with him. Little Trigger, he went and sat on that table, bro. His homeboy, they talking to him. He was like, man, you good, man. You good, man. You good. I hit with that nigga. Man, guess what? My bunkmate heard it. He was like, man, what's up? We could go back in there now. I'm just getting started. I'm just getting warmed up. By this time, this fool out here with his jumpsuit down, bro, walking around the dome. You know what I'm saying? He the man right now. He just put the work on this dude, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. Listen, man, real masterclass. He just put the work on this guy, man. So everybody in the dorm, they like all smiles on their face. Buddy was like, man, he good. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to hit because he didn't want to get embarrassed. He definitely was about to get embarrassed. So I'm like, dang. It's about 15 minutes later, bro. These folk come back in, bro. My bunkmate actually didn't jump back on the phone. They was like, lockdown time. It's time for the next dorm to come out. Mind you, bro, people was upstairs looking and hearing everything that going on. So some of these same guys upstairs that be with the foolery, they come downstairs. I remember one of them coming to the window looking like this, but I was actually standing in the window at the time. He's like, man, Jamaica, what's up? I like, what's up, bro? He's like, where your bunkmate at? I heard he just goddamn beat my boy little Trigger up, man. So I was like, what? He's like, yeah. I was like, yeah, it definitely happened, bro. Definitely. He's like, where he at, man? Let me see him. He went looking at him. My bunkmate got up. Like I say, he still had his shirt off, his jumpsuit rolled up. So he's like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Buddy was like, okay, I just want to see what you look like, bro. They say you got them hands and stuff. You feel me? So I said, yeah, bro, he got them hands, bro. So same time when he said it, he walked off. I was telling my bunkmate, I was already in the process of telling him, I'm like, bro, what's up? I want to learn. Teach me, bro. You feel me? I'm finna go down that road for that stretch. I need to learn how to fight, bro. Mind you, I've been wrestling with dudes and punching dudes and everything, punching dudes out in the county jail. But I didn't know no technique, bro. I didn't know nothing about the boxing. I ain't know nothing about the art. This was the first guy that started teaching me about the art, bro, about boxing, bro. This the first man that showed me what a jab was, what a 2 was, what a 3 was, what a 4 was, a 5, and a 6. This the guy that showed me everything. He showed me how to protect myself, bro, how to square up, how to tuck my chin, everything, bro. From the get-go, this was the foundation of how I learned how to fight, bro. Just because I seen how this man beat a dude up in the room, and I told him I want to learn. Bro, that night after lockdown, when they turned the lights off, bro, I went rolling up the mat, tying up the mat and everything, bro. He started off from scratch. He's like, you want to learn? He's like, yeah, I'm going to teach you this, bro. And that's when he went to telling me he was once a Golden Glove back in Toledo, Ohio, bro. He was like, bro, he just got caught up in the street, got caught up trying to get some money, pimping and all that, because boxing wasn't doing it for him, bro. But he's like, man, I was real good. I said, bro, I could tell you was real good, and you still in tip-top shape. He's like, yeah, man, I do be working out, even sometime I'm at the house. He's like, bro, I'm telling you, he's like, bro, this same situation that just happened, he said, bro, everywhere I go through it, bro. Guys be thinking I'm funny because I walk and how I act, and when I beat them up in that room, they look surprised. Bro, that night, bro, the guy went showing me everything, bro, showing me all the stance, all that type of stuff, how to move, all that type of stuff. I was like, dang, bro. Every day after that, bro, we went to training, bro. Went to training. And guess what? The temperature in the dorm had to turn all the way down, bro. Because one of the ringleaders, this little hothead, he had done got papped out. You know what I'm saying? He barked up the wrong tree, bro. And at that day, I learned a valuable lesson too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't judge nobody, bro, because I was judging him. I was like, man, this man here, he ain't finna make it in this dorm. These dudes finna roll him up or fold him up and put him to that door. But that wasn't the case, bro. You know what I'm saying? I judged wrong. That teach me from that day, bro. Don't judge people like that, bro. The man put on a real masterclass, real fighting, bro. And like I said, he was the first guy that got me going with the art, bro. Started out boxing, bro, until I went down the road and I started learning Muay Thai, bro. Started learning different kicks, started learning elbows, started learning knees, started doing a lot of ground and pound, some jiu-jitsu stuff, even though I don't like the groundwork, bro. I don't like it, but I used to do it because it was a part of the training I was going through, bro. But shout out to that boy Toledo, man, that boy Ohio. He's the one that first got me going in the county jail, bro. And he actually got to fighting again in the county jail, bro. The man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. The man is a showboat. Yeah, he is a real live showboat, though, man. But that's the story for today, man. Appreciate y'all checking it out. Appreciate everybody running up the views, man, running up the subs. If you're new to the channel, welcome, man. And remember, man, it's always a bed open in the chain gang, man. So please stay focused. Listen, man, stay out the streets, man. Do the right thing so you won't have to end up being a part of somebody else's content, man. Y'all be safe. I'm out.